Welcome everyone to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to dive into a profound and inspiring topic: the 3 burdens of life that we should silently discard, following the Stoic Legacy. But before we begin, I ask that you leave your like right from the start. Not only does this help us reach more people, but it's also a way to show that you're engaged in seeking personal growth and reflection. Now, I want to invite you to pay close attention to every detail of this video. Why? Because understanding and internalizing these concepts can truly change the way we face life's challenges. Let's explore together how silently eliminating these burdens can free us for a more fulfilling and authentic life. So, let's dive in. Let's delve into this valuable and transformative content. Unrealistic expectations. Sometimes we get ourselves into a bind. We dream, imagine, plan, and everything seems incredible in our heads. But when reality knocks on the door, often, it's as if the rug has been pulled out from under our feet. Why? Because we burden ourselves with expectations that, honestly, are unattainable and, let's admit, somewhat unreal. Look, it's not just us. We look around and see people out there, living their seemingly perfect lives, and we wonder, why can't I be like that? Why can't I have that? But the truth is, each person has their own story, their own journey, and often what we see on the outside doesn't even come close to reflecting what's going on inside. When we carry these unrealistic expectations, it's like we're walking on a tightrope, always afraid of falling. And the problem is, sooner or later we fall. And the fall hurts, it hurts a lot. We feel disappointed, frustrated, inadequate. We wonder where we went wrong, what we could have done differently. And that sense of failure is something nobody likes to feel. But look, life doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be a constant battle between what we want and what we can achieve. It's important to recognize that sometimes things just don't go as planned. And that's okay. It's part of life. Accepting reality as it is, with all its ups and downs, is the first step to finding contentment in the present. When we let go of these unrealistic expectations, it's like a huge weight is lifted off our shoulders. We feel lighter, freer to simply be who we are, without needing to meet impossible standards. And you know what? That's liberating. It allows us to live more authentically, more truthfully. So, if you find yourself daydreaming, planning a future that seems too good to be true, stop for a moment and take a deep breath. Remember that it's okay not to have everything under control all the time. Remember that it's okay to be imperfect, human. And most importantly, remember that true happiness isn't out there, in the things we wish to achieve, but rather within us, here and now. Constant comparison. Wow, it's amazing how we fall into the trap of comparison, isn't it? It's like an invisible snare that ensnares us without us even realizing it. We look at others, see their achievements, appearances, success stories, and suddenly, that little voice inside starts whispering, "Why am I not like that? Why don't I have that?" But look, constantly comparing ourselves to others is like watering the seed of dissatisfaction. It's like we're always chasing after a ghost, an illusion that never materializes. And worst of all, this comparison leads us to feel envy, inadequacy, a sense that we'll never be good enough. The truth is, each of us has our own journey, our own story to tell. And that story is unique, it's ours alone. Instead of getting caught in the trap of comparison, we can choose to silently free ourselves. We can choose to value our own journey, recognizing our achievements, no matter how small, and our uniqueness. When we let go of this burden of comparison, it's like we're lifting a heavy weight off our backs. We feel freer, more authentic to simply be who we are. And you know what? That's incredibly empowering. It allows us to embrace our truth, accept who we are, with all our flaws and imperfections. So, if you find yourself falling into the trap of comparison, Stop for a moment and take a deep breath. Remember that your journey is unique, and there's no one else in the world like you. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and recognize your own qualities and talents. Because in the end, the true measure of success isn't in surpassing others, but rather in surpassing yourself day after day. External validation seeking. You know that feeling that we need others' approval to feel good. It's like we're always seeking a green light, a confirmation that we're on the right path. But this constant search for external validation can be a heavy burden, one that we carry without even realizing it. When we put our happiness and self-esteem in the hands of others, we're depriving ourselves of the power to evaluate ourselves. It's like we're handing over control of our lives to anyone who happens to pass by. And then, when we don't receive the approval we expected, we feel lost, undervalued, as if we're not enough. But look, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be an eternal quest for external validation. We can choose to silently free ourselves from this burden. We can choose to cultivate an internal source of self-confidence and self-acceptance, finding our own validity regardless of others' opinions. When we realize that our validity doesn't depend on what others think of us, it's like we're opening a door to a new dimension of freedom. We feel stronger, more self-assured. We no longer need to seek approval from outside, because we know that we already have everything we need within. So, if you find yourself in this endless pursuit of external validation, stop for a moment and take a deep breath. Remember that your validity doesn't come from outside, but from within you. Celebrate your achievements, recognize your qualities, and know that you are more than enough, just as you are. Because in the end, the only opinion that truly matters is your own.